Cavaliers coming to an Eastern Conference contest in this game, bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg with the fourth member of our team, Doris Burke. The story here, Kevin Love injured and unable to play.
Well, it's going to be a few weeks until he's back, but that's not as bad as it could have been. It could have been much worse. In the end, given the way it looked when he was helped off the court last game, I think he'd consider that good news.
I agree, Clark. I mean, it could have been a lot worse. And I know being out for a few weeks will be very difficult for him, but this is probably best case scenario when you really look at that replay of the injury from last game. That was gruesome.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Thompson and Varejao at the 4 and 5. Irving and Waiters, the guards. And it's James in at the 3. Varejao's shot is good.
Could be the first of many mid-range jump shots we see from him today.
On defense, the Cavaliers. It's a 5-point game. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Tell you what, the way they shot the ball that game, Kevin, it looked like a shoot-around out there.
It sure did, and all the more impressive because they did it on the road. You're not supposed to be able to get that hot in an opponent's building.
Here's Irving after the made shot from the kid. Feeds it to Thompson. Shoots from the baseline. And again, it's Cleveland.
Well, this is an important game for him, guys. He's back in his hometown. I think that could be a factor. You know, he's around a lot of friends and family, maybe getting a little home cooking, but you always want to play well when you're in front of your own crew. It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
James kicks to Waiters. Back to James. Outside Irving. Here's Thompson. Varejao trying to free himself up. And again, Tristan Thompson. Thompson's got his second bucket of the game to go. The Raptors have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kev, I caught up with Coach David Blatt. He told me there aren't many big men with the mobility and length of Jonas Valanciunas, and that he's a player they'll really have to account for, saying, quote, JV's still developing his skill set, but there just aren't that many people in the world of his size. And you factor in his motor, he can really impact a game. Guys, we'll see how they try to deal with him.
Thank you, Doris. Varejao misses from close range. Last outing for Toronto, they won that game against Charlotte.
That game nearly got away from them. A little bit fortunate to have survived at the end of regulation.
You know what? The overtime was a bit of a lifeline for them. Things really swung in their favor then, and they were very strong in that extra session.
And he gets it to go.
The mid-range jumper becomes a pretty high percentage shot for him when he has that kind of space.
Here's the kid. The three-pointer, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Waiters with the ball. Now guarded by DeRozan. Waiters no luck.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. The Raptors shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. The first one falls.
So far in the game for the kid, he's already got 8 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
Yeah, he's got to take his time behind the arc.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Now, here is Irving. Coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia. Count that one. Irving's got his first basket of the night.
And the layup just gift-wrapped right there. I mean, he had a clear path to the basket.
Varejao comes with the double team. Ross, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Varejao setting the pick for Irving. Kicks it out to LeBron. Launches a 3. No good. Now Toronto takes it the other way. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
Yeah, a very familiar opponent. They've played these guys an awful lot over the years, and this is the first of their 4 get-togethers this season.
Now here's Waiters after the miss from the kid. James kicks to Waiters. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Waiters got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Now here's Ross. Right now averaging 5 points a game. DeRozan passes to Valanciunas. 5 to shoot. And that one's good. Valanciunas has got his first bucket in this one. The Cavaliers have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. So both teams changing it up here. Toronto trailing. The kid is in at the point. Hayes out there with Amir Johnson. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Vasquez in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's the kid, and he misses the go-ahead basket.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things toward them. I mean, they've been winning that battle.
And he gets it to go. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
He's been key for this team's offense the way he's distributed the ball.
Yeah, you know, the offense is just moving through him, Steve. No doubt.
Vasquez, that's good.
Well, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. Irving drives in. Rob. Pushing it up. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And now let's bring you the list of the top 3-point shooting teams over the course of the past 10 games. Number 1, the Raptors.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing that has led to wide-open long-range shots. That's why we see the great numbers from the three-point line.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Toronto. Terrence Ross comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Cleveland also making some changes. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Garnett. Harris comes in for LeBron. And it's Waiters in for Matthew Dellavedova. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of this game.
Well, with a team percentage of 81% from the line on the season, this is one of the best free throw shooting teams in the NBA.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Chuck Hayes. And here is Irving, following the 3 from the kid. Irving dishes to Varejão. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 6 points for Anderson Varejão. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. That one goes. The Kids got the lead up to 1 now for the Raptors.
Drop that one in as soft as a feather using the finger roll.
Irving attacking, and the rejection by Valanciunas. Here's the kid. He's covered by Irving. Here's the kid. The second chance effort, and the layup is good. And now a 3-point Raptor lead.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
And Thompson kicks to Irving. The dish to Harris. Cleveland moving it around. Irving drives in. Another miss by Irving.
You'd expect him to nail that one being that close to the hoop.
Stolen by Waiters. Puts up a 3. Toronto grabs the miss. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them.
Yeah, a lot of fans focused on that matchup for Detroit. Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. He touched on his desire to see them make heavy use of the pick and roll for the rest of the game. Keep setting those screens, fellas. Those were his exact words. Also, he said that he'd like them to operate quickly on offense, finding and taking shots early in the shot clock. Well, Coach not wasting any time in tweaking the game plan. We'll see if it makes a difference as we approach halftime, Kevin.
And thank you for that, Doris.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
That's good.
These guys know each other well, clearly, because that was a beautiful pass.
This is how the Raptors stack up over the last 10 games. First in field goal percentage, first in three-point field goal percentage. And they're also ranked #1 in taking any turnovers. They value possessions like no other.
And the shooting is really what stands out to me. This is a team that does such a good job of finding open looks. They're unselfish. They work offensively to create good shots. And when they do that, they're on their game. They're tough to beat.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
And he gets the bucket. 16 points for the kid. And with that last huddle, you could see the coach was addressing how they were going to make a tactical adjustment.
And after the coach does something like that, it's on the players now to lock in and follow the lead and execute. If they don't, then the coach will put them on the pot.
Here's the kid. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. And Irving comes to help. Patterson passes to Ross. Over to the left wing. The pass to the kid. 4 on the shot clock. Puts it up. Off the left rim and out. The Cavaliers trail by 3. And it's Harris off the drive. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Harris has got his first 2 points of the night.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Here's the kid. The baseline jumper goes down.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
And a 2-for-1 opportunity.
Yeah, they've got to hurry. Step on the gas here.
Now here is Varejao. He has 6. Waiters gets a wide open look, and it's all evened up. Waiters got his 3rd basket of the night right there. The Raptors have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. The shot's good from the kid.
That's been a great day for him, and if you remember, he gave them a huge performance their last time out as well.
Irving dishes to Harris. And there's the feed to Varejao. The shot is off.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And to me, it looks pretty clear. On the instant replay, guys, the ball was out of his hands in time. I mean, they need to get this one right. It's a big situation here.
Yeah, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion, Clark. The camera gives us a good look at it. There's a tick or 2 left on the clock.
And they're going to count it. They're overturning the original call after looking at the replay.
Yeah, good to see them get that one right. That's exactly why we have this rule in place. And I like it. Each basket is so important in these games that you just got to make sure you get it right at the end of the quarters.
Second quarter ends in a tight one.
Hi, Kevin.
Up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first. If we pay it.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first. A fantastic game from the kid in this one.
Well, in terms of his points in the first half, I mean, that's pretty much what we've come to expect out of him.
Yeah, that's an open book on all you need to know about what talent he has. I'll bet he adds a lot more to that tally in the second half.
So on the floor for Cleveland, Irving and Waiters, the guards. Thompson and Varejao at the 4 and 5. And it's James in at the small forward position. Now, here is Irving. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Irving's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Cavs. Here's the kid, and down it goes, jamming that one home. Clark, some serious agility coming out of the backcourt.
You know, that bucket might count for a little more than 2 points when he finishes with that kind of flourish.
Yeah, against a D that was already reeling a little bit. That was like a body blow.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, guys. The kid in their last game against the Hornets was superb. He ended up with 56 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance, Clark. He was at his absolute best in this game.
Yeah, and the only thing about having a game like that, Kevin, is that it's almost impossible to duplicate it here tonight.
Well, but nobody's expecting that, Clark, and they don't need him to do that. If he's even half as good as he was that night, it should be enough. Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
Kevin Garnett has checked in for Anderson Varejao. Here's the kid. He's got 25. From deep. Garnett grabs the board.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
And Waiters kicks to Garnett. Dishes to James. Cleveland moving the ball around. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
No question. Pound it into the painted area and continue to put pressure on that defense.
And the Raptors making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Here's the kid. He kicks to Valanciunas. And he uses the glass on the layup. Valanciunas has got 6. The Cavaliers trail by 4. The drive by LeBron. That one off the back iron and out. Toronto's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Pass to Ross. Here's the kid. Clock at 6. Cavaliers with the rebound. James has got his 3rd rebound tonight.
He's going to play his way.
Hammer time! Hammer time!
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, I mean, startling that he'd even try that right now. No, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And let's take this moment to check out the point guards with the highest shooting percentage from the last 10 games. And you look at the kid, a great player, 2nd in the league.
Well, as a point guard, you want to create the best shot possible for your team on every trip. And given the way those players have shot the ball, it might always be a good idea for them to do it alone.
I don't really want to see them doing that, Steve. They got to keep everything in the framework of the team no matter how well they're shooting it. I know what you mean. They have been hot, but keep everybody involved.
Here's the kid. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. This one for 3, and again, Toronto with the triple.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. James outside. Ione passes to Garnett. No good.
Well, he didn't quit on the play. He defended the shot, contested it, and then got back straight to the glass.
Pass to the kid. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They host the 76ers after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
A lot of fans focused on that Philadelphia matchup. Big game for them.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 8. Dellavedova dishes to Miller. It's stolen by DeRozan. And oh, here we go. DeRozan. No.
Man, that was a real hark it up.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, Mark?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure.
Left side, DeRozan. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. And now it's a 9-point Raptor lead. And so it's Cleveland with it. Here's Prigioni. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Shot to stop the run. James, no good.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
From the wing. And another basket for Toronto.
All the buckets he's poured in today put them in a terrific position heading into the stretch.
Some changes for Toronto. Chuck Hayes.
Give your dance packs. Come on, give it up.
The Cavaliers trail by 13. Here's Prigioni. James right side. Here's Dellavedova, and the 3 off target. Now Vasquez. Here's the kid. Hits the 3-point bomb. The Kid's got a pair of threes now here in the 3rd for the Raptors. And here at the end of the 3rd. And a moment now to take a look at our State Farm assist of the game. With 6 in the game, it's been some excellent court vision from Kyrie Irving.
Well, he's been key to their ability to find the open man and really get the offense operating smoothly.
Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. Get out there with Vasquez, and it's Ross in its small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
Well, it seems to me that they're taking a lot of pride in their rebounding tonight, especially at the offensive end, guys.
The Cavaliers trail by 16. Passes to Waiters. Rebound by Vasquez.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
Lets the 3 fly. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 6th rebound on the night. And the Raptors miss again. The Cavaliers shooting at a decent 44% clip here. In the corner, it's James. Ross with the steal. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's the kid. Waiters grabs the miss. Waiters got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's LeBron, and the layup's good off the glass.
You know, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest seemed easy.
Here's the kid.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
Oh, man. Might as well flaunt it if you've got it, Clark.
And so here's Cleveland. After the Raptors pick up 2. James. He dishes it to Irving. And Thompson kicks to Irving. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Patterson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's the kid. Off target from outside.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
From 16 feet away, he cans it. The Kid's got 40 points.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
James, the pass to Irving. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got his 5th assist in this one.
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
Here's the kid. Vasquez passes to the kid. And Waiters over to help. Just 5 on the clock. Deep 2 from Ross. Offensive rebound. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And the rebounding numbers don't actually tell the whole story. I mean, they're barely ahead in that category, but when they've needed them, they've gotten them. They've really battled hard.
It's their work on the glass, Steve, that's prevented any kind of momentum swing.
DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Toronto. Now here's Waiters. On the wing, Irving. The rebound by Patterson. Patterson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. DeRozan passes to the kid. Back to DeRozan. Puts up a 3. Shot is off. And Cleveland the other way now. Here's Thompson. Kicks it out to James. Lets it go from deep. And the shot is good. LeBron's got 5 points now this quarter.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
The Cavaliers trail by 16. Outside Irving. Raiders on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 7th assist here tonight. Toronto's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Varejao comes with the double team. Valanciunas, good.
He played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
A minute 50 left to play here in the fourth. Now here's Waiters. Kicks it to Varejao. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
Say the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
Now here's Ross. To the left side wing. They double him with LeBron. Just 5 on the clock. No good from Ross. The Cavaliers trail by 16.
Well, tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. An impressive win for the Raptors.
I agree, Steve, and this is a game where the defense, Clark Steele specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created extra possessions for them too, Kevin. Scoring opportunities they cashed in on, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory tonight.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
Your hope is to take charge of a season series by winning that first game. This will put them up 1-0 with 3 games still left to play this year against the Cavaliers.
You look at the stats and you'll see just how dominant a game this was for the kid. He was doing everything right, and the points seemed to come in bunches. He definitely has a hot hand.
And that one's good.
Just look at how quickly their lead has grown over the course of the last few possessions.
Boy, they've really saved their best for last, haven't they?
Irving drives in, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
It's a good thing he showed up today because without him, this team would be in big trouble.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. No good from the kid. For Cleveland, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Thompson sets the pick for Irving. He feeds it to Waiters. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. James right side. That one goes. Count it.
This run probably just a case of too little too late.
But at least they're still going after it and playing hard. It would have been very easy to throw in the towel a while ago.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
Thanks for tuning in to the end.